Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. Oh, let me not say good evening. I don't know where you're watching me from. So wherever you're watching me from, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, and good day from wherever you're watching me from. So this is day 2 of our live session. This time around we are using a different because that dress is long and I have dispatched it. Let me see that. So today we are making some see and can 1 second whilst some other people joining, then we can start. So as project is a bit different from what we were working on the other day, but then at level, so we'll be able to this and then finishing it with us, starting with us and finishing it with us. So you will be so do try and join the other sessions we'll be having. If today's your first time here, I hope and pray you subscribe if you have some other 0.25, but I prefer that when kindly stay tuned there. When you go off, you would miss out on us because I'm recording anyway. So it's don't go offline. Just stay tuned. The network is bad, but let's manage it. Kakra kakra, small small would finish in no time. All right, so I was talking about our beads. We have the crystals. This is crystal 0.80. This is crystal 0.6. And this is crystal, this is bicons. Sorry, this is bicons. All right. So we are working with this needle. No, I'm showing you this needles actually. This is not what I'll be working with. But this sometimes I do for beading. But personally I don't like using them. I don't like using them because they are too long and it's a bit uncomfortable for me. So I use the normal needles, the normal hand needles, the ones that are like this. Last week I showed you how the container looks like. I don't have any around me, so the ones that are like this, these ones are easy to work with. Yeah. And then we are working on this beautiful corset top. It's actually my top. So hopefully when we are all done with it, we would see the final outcome because it's mine. We will work with it and we'll see the final outcome. It wouldn't go to any client. Yeah. So we'll go right into it. We'll go right into today's session. So if you are not on our WhatsApp page yet, kindly send us a comment. Maybe say hi, I want to join the WhatsApp page, and then I would send you the link to join. If you're not on the WhatsApp page yet, I'll send you a link to join. Can you just say hi on WhatsApp? Send a comment as hi, and then send a comment as hi, and then you will be able to join our page. Okay, we have a community we are working with. So I'll be using all these beads. Just so you see how they will come out eventually. Someone will say, why don't you use the bigger size beads? Beads are pretty much very heavy. Imagine having this size of beads on your dress. It will be very heavy. So usually these are the sizes that I use. This is Bicon size 6. These are the sizes that I use. Bicon size 6, Crystal size 6. These are the sizes that I usually use. So we'll go right into it. As I've already told you, you need your fishing line, you need your beads, you need your bowl, and then of course you need the scissors to be able to cut out your fishing line. So yeah, you cut a sizable line, and then you thread onto your needle. If you haven't seen the video I shared on the page the other day for us to all look at, please do that after this video, so that you'll be able to help yourself, and then we'll be good to go. And if you haven't bought your items yet, kindly do so. We are looking at being having an interactive session. It's not just about teaching it. I want to see what you are all able to do after watching. So please get yourselves the item so that you'll be able to practice. You can practice on any outfit. I deliberately brought out this dress today. So this is a dress made from Paradise. It's a top made from Paradise fabric. You know, usually people think that beading can only be done on kente. That's actually not true. Beading is not only done on kente. It can be done on any fabric at all. So far as it's stitched, it can be done on it. Someone will say, how about chiffon? Yes, it can be done on chiffon as well. You just need to know how to handle the fabric types, and then you are good to go. So these are crystals I have poured out into the bowl. These are crystals. So we'll start working with this. You can see some stones over here. I actually used this top for some kind of practical, so I put the stones over here, but then I've pulled them off. I actually used so yeah, so we are starting. What is my fishing line? The fishing line I cut is missing now. Wow. Okay, so what's that now? Please, if you have any questions, any comments, please share on the page, or better still, you can send it in as a comment whilst the live is ongoing. I will look at it and then I'll respond accordingly. So yes, you cut your sizable length of fishing line, then you tie a knot like I have done over here. You tie a knot, yes. Then you go to your fabric. Well, it's for this training purposes, so I can choose to start here. So if you are working on something, you can choose to start wherever you want to start from. You can choose to start from wherever you want to start from, and then you will be good to go. So I just stitched through the dress. This is one stitch. I'm going again into the dress. This is stitch number 2. So I call this securing your fishing line into your dress. You have to do it in a way that it won't be visible that you have sewn through the dress a couple of times. You have to make it in a way that it won't be visible that you have sewn through the dress a couple of times. So I have finished sewing through it, and then I have this holes here making it look like I've stitched through the dress. So the first thing you do is to cover that. You would cover that. So then you pick up your bead. So there are so many ways to do this. There are so many ways to bead. There are times where you pick your beads in 2s. There are times you pick your beads in 3s. There are times you pick your beads in 4th. All of that is dependent on the style you are working with. But today's session we are doing 1-1. So we are picking the beads in 1s. So I'm covering the hole I have created with the fishing line. So that's how you do that. Also do make sure it's in accordance with the style you are trying to create. So if say I am picking up 2 beads each, I would have picked up 2 beads to do this, but because I'm picking up just 1 bead, this is what I will do. So I'm trying to work on this line. There's a straight line here. I hope you can all see the straight line. So I'm working on this straight line to the end. Okay. And I've picked my first bead. Now I go to the second bead. I'll pick my second bead. So on the 20th minute, I will answer some questions that were shared on the page a few days back after you watched the videos I shared for you to watch. So I will answer those questions, and then if you have any other questions, you share with me, and then I answer that as well before we go off the live. It's a 30 minutes live. I don't want it to be too long. That will be information overload. This is bead number 2. I hope you can see it. Then you pick up your third bead. All in accordance to the style you are trying to create. Since we are still beginning, this is not any particular style per se. This is just how to bead on the fabric. So this bead number 3. In later sessions, we'll practically work on particular styles, and then we'll be good to go. So this is bead number 3, picking up bead number 4. Bead number 4, bead number 4. This is bead number 4. It's already looking good. If you've watched some of my videos, you would notice I keep repeating that beading is supposed to bring out the beauty in any dress. So no matter how bad a dress is looking, a top is looking, an outfit is looking, whatever it is you are working on, no matter how bad it is looking, the beading you would do is supposed to bring out the beauty in the dress. So when you are beading and it's not looking good, then you know that you are not doing your work. You are not doing your work. So this is bead number 5. So this is not in any proper order, but then you still need to make sure you are, whatever you are doing is really making sense and it's aesthetically pleasing. Bead number, this is bead number 6. Bead number 6, bead number 7. Okay, so we've done a number of them. Let's look at something. Okay, so this is behind our top. You can see that there's no fishing line showing over here. There's nothing showing over here as though it's being beaded. So that's one of the main secrets about beading. It has to be done in a way that it won't be showing behind the dress when you are done, because you are not sewing through the entire dress, you're only sewing on the surface. Okay, so please always bear in mind that when you are beading, the fishing line is not supposed to show behind the outfit you are working on. When you are beading, the fishing line is not supposed to show. So you have to do it in a way that it won't show. Please guys, I need you to work on this and share pictures and videos with me on the page, okay? And then if you're not on the page, kindly send a comment under this video, and then I'll send you a link to join the page. I'll send you a link to join the page. So this bead number, I think number 8. Yeah, bead number 8 done. Moving forward, bead number 10. So on the 20th minute, would give ourselves a break. I would answer a few questions and then we'll call it a day. Yeah. So this is it for what we've done so far. Look at behind it. It's looking all neat. There's no fishing line showing behind it. And that's something you must always ensure to do. So whatever you are working on, whether it's just lining you are beading on, you need to try to make sure that behind the dress doesn't show what you are doing. So when someone picks up the outfit, the person will be wondering, oh wow, how was this done? Because nothing gives you up, nothing shows, no fishing line is showing or whatsoever. Everything looks very neat, and that is how to do bead work for it to be aesthetically pleasing. When people see it, it's beautiful in their eyes. So we'll go to our page. We would answer some questions from the page. So this is our page. For those of you who are not on our page yet, kindly do so, yeah? Send us a comment and then let's look at it, and then we would send you a link for you to join. Yeah, so these are 2 questions someone asked. The first question is, why didn't you use a double line? Why didn't you use a double line? So why didn't I use a double line? So this is my fishing line. I didn't double it. And she's asking why I didn't. You know, usually when you are stitching, let's say you are stitching a button in a shirt or something, you will double your thread for it to be thick and then you'll be able to sew. But I don't do that with my fishing line. I know some people do it, but I don't. One, that is because that is to reduce entanglement. Fishing line is very, very slippery. It can easily entangle. In tree, you say a pop. Yes. And to avoid it boiling pop, I don't double it. That is why I use fishing line 0.30. It's very strong. Into even if I don't double it, it wouldn't just get torn. Okay, it won't get torn. So doubling it is not an option for me. I don't do that. But if you are working on an outfit and you feel like you need to double it to be able to work on it, that is perfectly up to you. And then the second question is, using a single line, won't the beads come off? No, ma'am, it would not come off unless you don't secure it very well. So when we started, we did securing over here. So if you don't secure it very well, that is when you are working, it will come off. But look at this. It won't come off. I'm really pulling this, but it's not coming off. That's the beauty about using fishing line. That's why personally I use fishing line. There are people who use the normal thread, the one used by the tailors and then the fashion designers. Some people use that to bead, but I don't use it. That is because I feel those threads are not strong enough compared to a fishing line. I prefer using a fishing line, and fishing line 0.30 without doubling it. I just single it out and then I work with it, and it's always firm. It doesn't come off. So don't worry about it coming off. Just make sure you are doing the right thing. Secure it from the start, secure it when you end, and then you will be good to go. So I think those are the main questions on our page. If you are not on our page, kindly send us a comment and then we'll add you to the page. These are the main questions on the page. So if there are any other questions, comments, suggestions, anything you want to share with me, kindly do so under this video and then I will address it. Okay, so let's finish up with the line we are trying to create with this bead. So let's get to the end and then we'll be done for today. That will be done for today. So we are continuing with what we already started. I paused for us to answer the question, so we are continuing. So this is it. Okay, so you see some patches here. Don't pay attention to it. I had to quickly design this outfit for a friend's program I attended a few weeks back. I didn't have time to do a detailed form of beading, and then because I'm a beader, usually I like to bead everything I wear, so I had to quickly do some form of glue work, and that is something I don't advise you do. So please don't pay attention to what is happening here. Just pay attention to what we are learning, okay? Beading and then doing glue work doesn't really make your work nice. You always have to sew through like the way we are doing right now. This is what beading is about. Doing glue work and stuff doesn't really help the brand. Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's it. We'll go off the live soon. If you are not on our WhatsApp page, kindly send us a comment and then I'll share the link with you for you to join. We'll be doing these live sessions a couple of times, so you don't want to miss out on it. And if you have any questions for us, kindly send in your questions, your comments, and then we will do well to attend to it in due time. Thank you all for joining. It's been a pleasure teaching you again today. So this is the last one, will be the end of our beautiful line that we are creating. This last bead will be the end of the beautiful line that we are creating. Yeah. So this is the end of the line we are creating. So let me quickly do this and then we end the live. So when you are done with something like this, then you'll be wondering, how do I go to the next place to bead? How do I do the next thing? This is supposed to have been in our next live, but then let me teach you and then you'll be able to work through on it throughout the week. How do I go to the next stage? So just as the way you are beading with the beads, you do the same thing with this. This is where your fishing line is. You just put the needle back into the dress like this, the outfit like this. So you want to come to this side of the dress. This is what you will do. This is my needle. It has shown up over here. That's all. Then you can continue with your beading. That's not difficult, right? So you'll be able to do it, I'm sure. Then you continue with your beading. Then you continue with your beading. Very not difficult. Very not difficult. I don't want to say very easy or very simple to do. Let me say very not difficult. Yeah, so that's it, guys. We'll see you again next week, same time, 5 p.m. next Sunday. See you again, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful week ahead. Bye.